Well, love them or stockpile them. Girl Scout cookie season is here. It's such an exciting time of year. But those boxes do more than just give you that sugary fix, right? Joining us to explain why the season is so important and why the mission really matters year round, we have Bee, who's been a Girl Scout since kindergarten. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic. We also have troop leader Alice Walker. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you.
So we have to start off, Bee, this is your Super Bowl. This is the time of year where you are ready to sell. You've been named a Central Texas top cookie seller since 4th grade. Is that correct?
Probably.
She's like, I don't know. How do you prepare for this time, though?
Well, one of the things I do is I like to, when I'm thinking about booths, I like to think of like the kind of demographics that work for each booth. Like, for example, UT Co-op, college students like Carmel Lights. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I did not know that.
And also, I can sell about probably max 250 boxes in 2 hours.
No.
At a UT Co-op. So I like to think about what we have and what I can sell at like different booths.
Is your pitch like different, or like pitch to me? Like, how would you like, or you'd be like, hey, you know, or
do you want to support the Girl Scouts? Like, what kind of cookies do you like? Like,
yeah.
What are your favorite?
Yeah, and you could just tell. What kind of a cookie girl do you think I look like?
Well, I already know that you like trefoiled.
I do.
But I'd probably say a Thin Mint, honestly, because that's the top, like the favorite. That's everyone's favorite.
Everyone loves Alice to put those Thin Mints in the freezer. I mean, everyone loves to do that.
Yeah, they bring them out in the summer.
Yes.
Yes, it's always the best. You can never have too many Thin Mints.
So you are our cookie mom.
Yes.
Let's talk about the mission of the Girl Scouts, because yes, we're talking about cookies, but it's about the mission. What do you all do?
Well, I mean, we do so many other things during the year besides sell cookies. Obviously, there's a lot that they get out of cookie season itself. You know, Bee has a lot more confidence having sold so many cookies and learns dedication and determination. I mean, every time those girls are out there, they're not necessarily gonna sell 250 boxes. You know, sometimes they may sell 6, but they're there 2 hours in the rain, in the cold, and they learn that perseverance. But in the rest of the year, you know, we do a lot of programs around, you know, women's history and around service and around entrepreneurship. And really, Girl Scouts is about character and confidence. And that is what I think all the girls in our troop at least get out of it.
When you said character and confidence, like I kind of almost teared up. I think that's so important for young girls to learn that at a very young age, because that's how they will walk into the world and present themselves with character and with confidence. And those are things that are intangibles, but they're so darn important.
And we really, especially with our older girls, we really try to have them work with our younger Girl Scouts so that those 6 and 7 and 8-year-olds see this 15-year-old with all of this confidence, and they think, you know what, I want to be just like her. And
you're going to be maybe a future entrepreneur, a future marketing, you know, CEO. Who knows? The world is your oyster or your cookie here. So fundraising is a big part we've mentioned about the Girl Scouts, because with the money, you're able to do fantastic things. Now, you were recently able to travel to California. It was an educational trip. Tell me about that.
So the reason we went to California is because, well, first we actually did a fundraiser that year where we tried to sell a box of cookies in all 50 states. And we sold the most besides Texas and California. So that's why we decided to go there. And also because we were working on a patch to do stuff about every single kind of Heritage Month.
Oh, I love that.
It was during Native American Heritage Month, so we went to Alcatraz to visit, to look at like the stuff from when they had like the riot there for the Native Americans, is why we went.
Very interesting. And so you had this trip. You just told me, Alice, y'all are going on another trip. You're going to Utah?
We're going to Utah, so we don't get a lot of snow here, even though we may think it's really cold. We're going to Utah so the girls can learn outdoor winter skills.
Ooh.
And so they're staying at a Girl Scout cabin in Provo, Utah. And we're doing that with cookie money from the last 2 years that we've raised money.
And how many girls usually typically go on these trips?
So on this trip we have
11.
We have 12 girls.
Oh, we
have 12 girls going. Yeah,
very,
high school
very
girls.
cool.
I think 11 went to California.
I love this. I mean, what does it give you to be able? I would imagine it just opens your eyes to so many different things.
It does. Like I'm just like, there's so many different experiences that I wouldn't have had like from Girl Scouts. Like I got to talk to so many different people and do so many cool things that I don't think I would have been able to if I wasn't in Girl Scouts.
Did you start off at Girl Scouts like maybe a little shy, a little bit more reserved, and how have you grown? Tell us
Yeah,
how.
honestly, yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I don't really remember it because it was so long ago. But I mean, I've always been like a little shy, I feel like. But when when I'm selling cookies and I'm being like out there, I feel like I can be a lot more confident and talk to like a lot more people that I normally wouldn't. And I think that's really special and fun.
Yeah, well, speaking of, okay, you're going to sell some of these cookies. You have a new cookie that's coming out. Which one am I pointing to? The pink one. It's called Explore More's.
Yes.
Okay, you all have to tell me your take on it. What does it taste like? What do you all like about it?
I think it kind of tastes like a hot chocolate Oreo. So if there's something that you like, I think it's a really good cookie. I don't like chocolate.
Oh, really? Interesting. You're one of the few, right?
Yes,
I do know some people that don't like chocolate.
I don't like chocolate, so I personally don't like it, but the other people in my troop, they were like, the people who do, they thought it tastes good. And there's also, I guess, some almond extract, which is the rocky part.
Yeah.
But there are not any actual full nuts, so it's not really
That's good.
rocky.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
But there's something for everyone. Like you said, you love the lemonades,
Yes,
right?
those are my favorite.
Alice, what do you think about, this spread here? Which one would you gravitate towards?
Well, it really depends on the mood.
Oh, really? If you're feeling crazy, what are you going to get?
I would probably get the peanut butter patty because peanut butter and chocolate, is there a better combination than that?
No, there's not.
So that's what I'm going to have under my desk when I'm working.
Do you like the Explore More's?
I do like the Explore More's. I think they're going to be great with tea. I always looking for like that tea or coffee combination with our cookies.
We love that.
So I think that's going to be a good one. And plus, it's going to make a great display at the
so
cookie
cute,
booth.
the box.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It really is a very cute box. Right away, you're like the pink one, like the one that, and it stands out. It really does. So, B, you've earned some high honors with the Girl Scouts. Tell me a little bit about that. And then also, how does this tie into your great grandmother? Am I correct?
Yes. So, well, the first one I earned is award. I earned that one when I was a junior.
When you were in
so that was
grade,
in elementary school.
Wow.
And that one, it was right after the freeze, so we made seed bombs of wildflowers and we brought them to people who live along the creek so they can repopulate the flowers.
Nice.
That were killed by the freeze. And then for my silver award, I went and built chicken coops at my elementary school, which is one of the elementary schools that was on the list to be closed by ASD. So we made the chicken coops to try to make them have something that they could, so then they wouldn't be closed. And then for my gold award, which is the one I'm working on, which is about my great grandmother, she was a member of the 6888, which, if you don't know, it's an all Black women Army Corps during World War II, and they sorted the mail. There was about, I think, 3 years of backlog of mail, and they sorted all of it in 3 months.
Wow. That's some organizational skills right there.
Yeah, and they had to stay in this cold hangar, this old airplane hangar, and there was a lot of people. Some people died. It was this thing, but they did it, and they're not talked about. I feel enough.
Yeah, I didn't know until you just told me. That's very fascinating.
Not a lot of people know about them, so my goal is trying to spread awareness about them. This is kind of a stretch goal, but I want to try to get a segment about them in the AP U.S. History curriculum.
Yeah.
So that we can learn, that everyone can learn about them and know more.
Set the goal, you're going to manifest it. I think you are. Before we go, though, again, with the cookies, if people want to buy and help fundraise to help you guys out on your trips, your many educational trips, where can they go? Isn't there some kind of a log or find a cookie near me, or how does that work?
You can do a search, go to Girl Scouts of Central Texas, GSCTX, and look for cookies, and there is a cookie finder there.
Cookie finder, that's what I meant
and
to
you
say.
can go find a booth that, or somebody has a booth set up. But when you are driving around, there are going to be Girl Scouts all over Austin in the next few weeks. So go look for your Girl Scout, and stop at a booth. All of those girls are working really hard to raise money. So please stop at a booth, even if you don't want to buy a box of cookies. Donations will be helpful because those cookies are often donated to people in need. So if you
Cookies don't go to waste,
they don't go to waste.
Where have we been donating them the past couple of years?
We have been donating them to the Central Texas Food Bank.
I love
We've also donated them to the troops at Camp Mabry. So that's what our service unit focuses on. So if you're worried about the calories, brownies, which by the way, Girl Scout cookies do not count.
Yeah, right?
They don't count.
Absolutely not.
Then, also you can donate cookies to good causes.
I'd love to hear, this is a mission that you all work on year round, right? And it's so important that you all fundraise.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Real quick, what is that patch, the really colorful one, right under the number? Yeah, above the wings,
Oh, these ones, these are the bridge patches, so you get one for every single different rank that you make. Oh. So there's one from from daisies to brownies, and then brownies to junior, junior to cadet, and then cadet to senior.
I love it. I was a brownie. What?
Yes.
Yay. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. We appreciate it.